A really quick video to show you how to add an assignment for submission and for grading into the new iTunes course. So if I go into the iTunes PD course, and we want to go into posts, which is where we would normally post up our lesson material anyway for our stems, and you can see I've got our stems down here, so I can choose which stem I want to put this into. So I've got this one called assignment submission, and you can see I already have an assignment in here. And you can see that this has an icon here which is telling me that this is going to be graded and that I need to submit work. And I'll add a new one in here, so I'm going to go up to the plus symbol up the top here and click that. And that will bring up a new post, and that's the way it's always been for iTunes. That's no different. I'm going to call this a formative task. And I'll just give it the same name down here. And here's what's different than what didn't appear before, which is the add assignment function here. So if I click on that down there, it wants a title for the assignment, so I'll call it formative task, 25 marks, formative assessment, and we have options here. The first option is enable grading, which is if we want to give this assignment a grade. So we don't have to do that. This can be just a submission that doesn't contribute towards a grade, because if we enable grading, that will go to the overall grade book. So for this one, I'll click on enable grading because I do want to be able to give a mark, and I'll give that, change that to 25 marks. And the other option is to enable hand in. So we can just grade without having it handed in. So if we're grading or marking a presentation or just collaborative work or observations, then we can just click on enable grading, and we don't need to have a hand in for that. That doesn't have to, the students won't see an option to submit work there. Conversely, we can click on enable hand in and not enable grading if we just want students to submit us work for feedback, and we don't need to give them a grade, and we don't want that to appear on the mark book. So we have those two options there. For this one, I'm just going to enable both. And when we attach material, we can choose from the web or from materials already in the course, but I'm going to choose from my computer, and I'm going to add in a task notification for an assessment task. So that uploads reasonably quickly, and we can go back and we can see that we have that in there ready to go, and we will post that. Now the students can see it. So now I've got the two assignments here. What we will see if we go back into admin, and what you'll notice now is that we have this option up here called grades, and if I click on grades, you'll see that we have 3 assessment tasks here, and this is the assessment task that I just added then called formative task, 25 marks. So it adds it to a grade book, and you can see that there are no students in this course as yet, but if there were students enrolled in this course, they would appear down here. And if we'd allocated marks, that would appear here if there were students in the course to do that with, but that will be another assessment task. Okay, and that's how we add assessment tasks to iTunes U.